Hello, we're live finally. What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I did a live stream. I missed the last two Sunday nights. Thought I'd slip one in today since I think I am probably not going to work anytime too soon, but I do have my phone sitting here somewhere. There it is, just in case they call me. You guys, some of you probably know I'm on call all the time, so I could get called away at any time, but I think I'm safe right now because I'm second in line instead of first, so thought I'd try to do one of these. I want to make a regular video as well, so hopefully I'll be able to get to that today, maybe, since I seem to be free for the day. How's everybody doing? How is everybody's week going out there? We got a couple people coming in. These daytime ones that I do kind of impromptu don't usually do real good, but we've had a couple that did have quite a few people come in, so hopefully that'll be the case today. Got let's see, hey, Sky's here. What's up, Sky? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're okay. I don't think I'm not sure if we've since you had your hospitalization and stuff, if we've done a live stream since then even. Good to see you, man. Checked out a couple of your videos lately. We got a thumbs up. We got a 4. Hey, man. Oh, good. Good to hear you're doing better. Hey, do what they tell you. You know, they usually have pretty good advice, so kind of do what they tell you, and everything will be all right. We got, what is it, 12:30 Central Time here, so I thought I would do a little, try to catch maybe some people at lunch. I don't know. I don't know, I'm trying to think where most of my viewers are even at in different time zones, but that's okay. Hey, Kyle, what's up, man? Thank you for the thumbs up, Kyle. I appreciate that. How's it going, man? Good to see you back in. I know we saw you, I think, the last time. I'm trying to remember when the last time I did a live stream was. It's been a while because I've been working so much. Oh, did Z Outlaw SS lose his job? I kind of fell behind on his channel and stuff. I haven't seen much. He'll be okay. I think he's a pretty skilled guy, isn't he? I think he'll probably be able to find something else. As long as they don't destroy the economy, you know. But Eric Rogg, what's up? You're in New Jersey. Welcome to the Nebraska live stream. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in, Eric. Sky, moving to Texas. You're moving to Texas, or Z Outlaw's moving to Texas? Didn't he just buy a house or something? I can't remember now. Or did he just maybe that'd be bad timing. I know he was trying to get out of his living with his ex-wife and all that, but I understand that too. I've been there before, so sometimes financial things happen. You got to do what you got to do. You drove through Oklahoma once, nice country. Yeah, it's pretty out this way. Different for sure, but every place in the country kind of has its own thing, you know. I always say that no matter where I go or drive through or whatever, you know, it's each place has its own different kind of scenery, even though they're all different. I mean, they all have their little thing, which is kind of cool. We have a pretty big country, a lot of land, and a lot of different landscapes, and it's pretty cool. It's what one of the things to be happy about, I guess. You know, one of these days I'm just going to get in my car and just drive everywhere. Haven't been to the Northeast, and I haven't been to the Northwest. That's one of the things I would love to do, and of course I'd love to make a video of all that, as I'm sure you guys already know. Your knees are bad today, and you woke up with the shakes. Damn, dude, that's not good. That's definitely not good. I woke up feeling good for once. I actually slept. I slept in a little bit. I got like almost 8 full hours, which I rarely do. I usually can't sleep that long, but I think I was pretty tired. I must have been behind a little, had to catch up, but Anybody have any car stuff going on lately? I know in the situation that we're in, or seem to be going back into now, a lot of stuff's been called off. But any car shows or cruises or racing or anything going on out there? Don't see a whole lot. Not much going on around here. There was one car show place about 30 miles from here, which I didn't go to because I've been to it a couple times before, and it's always the same. It's really small, and it's like 25 or 30 cars, and it's the same people every year. So I figured this year it'd probably be even worse. I didn't go out there, but we had a cruise 2 weekends ago, I think it was, which was pretty cool. We had a good time. Oh, that's right. I did see that video. I saw your video, I think. Yeah, I remember car show video. Car show video do because there's always music going on, and it can screw you up with the copyright thing. You got to be careful with those car shows. It's hard to go to a car show with video stuff without getting some music in the background. So a lot of the car shows I've done in the past, I just did. I would just mute the audio and put some music of my own over it or whatever because it's so hard to do. Yo, you did your first burnout. Cool, man. Kyle says that the Topher just uploaded a video of the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica. Cool. If I were looking for a car like that, I would probably get a Pacifica. Everybody watched the Dodge announcement the other day. What was it? Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I don't remember. Must have been Thursday, I guess. Or Friday. I don't know. Whatever the hell day the Dodge did their big announcement. Not so big, but some pretty cool stuff on there. I know they're just keeping everything. They're no new models, but same thing with different features, basically, which is cool. I mean, they got a good thing going with it. Why change? Why spend the money on a complete redesign? If you're still selling a lot of cars, there's not much point. It wouldn't make a lot of financial sense. Yeah, I know. If you try to talk over it a lot, it won't catch it. But I've had a couple. I did have one in particular that it caught something in the background, and I think they just cut the audio out of that part. It's just nothing. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. I did that one. Sky says, Sue and I will be going to Maple Motors this fall to buy a classic. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I kind of got the bug to get some kind of classic something. Watching a lot of stuff on YouTube and on television as well, and it's kind of giving me I've always been into old stuff, classic stuff anyway. People don't think I am because of the car I have, but I really am, and more. I love the old classics and stuff. I always have been into them. But yeah, I've seen a lot of cool cars, and some of them the prices aren't bad on some stuff. So maybe one of these days. Although I have storage issues, garage issues. I only have a 1-car garage, so it's already a problem. Let alone if I bought something else. I already have 2 cars that should be in a garage and 2 that sit outside that I don't really mind if they sit outside, but basically I have 2 that I would like to both get in a garage, but we can only have 1, so the Challenger stays in the garage. So if I were to buy a classic, then I'm not sure what I would do. That would go in the garage or the Challenger would go in the garage. I guess it would depend on the condition. I don't know. Depend on what it was. Kyle says they should make a Hemi V8 diesel. Yeah. Trying to think what else. I've been driving all over the place. Been driving to Kansas City like several times and up to North Platte, Nebraska several times. I've been all over the place. Some of my trips are now like 640 miles. So it's pretty worn out by the time I get home. Yeah, I know. I definitely care more about looking for a new house with a big garage. Is probably the number one thing I need out of another house would be a big garage, and I'm almost less concerned about the house itself as long as everything works. This place we have is pretty big, and don't really need a house this big, but we need a bigger garage. So that would be a possibility of something we may do. We're thinking about completely moving to a different state too, as well. So we'll see about that. But Yeah, it's a lot of driving, but you know, it's I mean, it's easy and I enjoy the driving. I really do, but it does wear you out, even though you're just sitting there. By the time you get done with the 640-mile trip, you're ready to relax for a while. But overall, I really do enjoy the job. So it's kind of weird. I've never really could say that I enjoyed something a lot before, but I really do like it. It has its moments, like anything, where it's can be frustrating, but for the most part, I really do enjoy it. So it's nice. It's nice to not dread going to work. When the phone goes off and it's in, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going somewhere. Instead of waking up every day going, oh God, I don't want to go in there, and you know, it's kind of cool. I did check out Traveling Robert's videos. I did check out a couple of those, and I think I subscribed. Is that the guy? I've subscribed to a couple of traveling guys lately. I'm trying to remember which one he is now. Yeah, and a smart car. There's someone around here with a smart car. There's one down the road here a little bit. It's always funny to see that thing. Not sure what's so smart about them. They look incredibly dangerous. For one thing, I don't know what the statistics are as far as crash worthiness on those things is, but they sure don't look. I sure wouldn't want to get hit in one. And they're tiny. I don't really see what the point of them is. I mean, if you're going to go for like extreme gas mileage, why not just get a hybrid or something, or an electric car? You know, one of the normal Toyotas or Teslas or Ford or whatever. I don't really see the point in the smart car, but maybe at the time. I know they came out quite a while ago, so I don't think they make a lot of sense right now. Well, I was just watching some show on Netflix or somewhere where they did something with they turned a smart car into like an off-road vehicle with a roll cage, and I forget what the hell the show was now. I wasn't really paying attention. It was kind of on in the background, but I was looking at it a little bit. Get in the city. Yeah, they might be good if you lived in a big city where there wasn't like a lot of room and there was in parking and all that. I'm just Nebraska guy, so we're out here in the wide open spaces, so those cars out here don't make any sense at all. Yeah, reminds me of the old was it BMW Isetta or whatever, the one that opens in the front that Steve Urkel drove. There's someone around here with one of those too. It's not running. They have it. They're working on it. They've been working on it for quite a while. They always wanting to get that thing up and running, but it's kind of funny. At least that's got some character to it. It's so unusual. I need to get an old pickup truck or something. That's probably the next thing we'll probably do. I'd like to get an old pickup truck that was a cool old pickup truck, but I kind of have a feeling it's just going to be a utility beat up old pickup truck. I'd like to get something like a mid-60s Ford to kind of work on it and use as a truck, but also make it kind of a cool truck. But that's probably not going to happen. It's probably just going to be like a whatever we can get our hands on for a good price, because we need a little pickup truck or something. Yeah, 70 Cadillac Eldorado. There's a few of those around. Eric says you want to get out of New Jersey. Texas are killing. Yeah, I hear a lot of the taxes up in that whole part of the country are crazy. Governor just created a new real estate tax, raising sales tax again, and raising fuel tax. Yeah, they're always wanting to raise tax. And you have to pay tax to move out. Yeah, I know in New York you got to pay. Don't you have to pay taxes to move out of New York? I think it's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't live up in that area, I don't think. I mean, like I said, I've never been up there, but just from what I see in here, wouldn't fit my personality or lifestyle at all. Same with any kind of neighborhood that had a homeowners association. There is no way I'd be in so much trouble all the time. I need to be somewhere more rural and out in the open where I can kind of do what I want. Yep. Well, what happens with a lot of places that are nice, like where I used to live in Colorado, that's not nice anymore because they ruined it. People from California and other liberal tax crazy states and rule and regulation crazy states, they all started moving in there like in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and they still are. Now they've kind of taken over the state, and now they brought all their rules, regulations, and taxes to Colorado. So it's basically, they moved away to get away from something they didn't like, and they brought it with them and decided they needed it there too. So it's turning into the same thing. It's crazy. Micah, what's up, Micah? Says you've been up there. It sucks. I know Illinois is crazy. Illinois is crazy. For laws and super liberal policies and taxes and ridiculous gun laws and all that crap. So how you live in Illinois? Yeah, I have to pay attention to where I move, and there's a few things I have to have. So Eric says it sucks that Republicans and Democrats are equally, well, they're bad everywhere. Right now, there's a lot of crazy places. The world's kind of gone nuts, and it's like it's almost like is this seriously happening? I mean, it's crazy out there. Some of the things you hear people say now are just like, whew, like the moon's made out of cheese or something. It's crazy. They're insane. Mike is planning on going to Wisconsin. Planning. Kyle. Eric says most of the Northeast sucks. Philly area, New Jersey. I mean, I like that area because of the, the historic stuff and all that stuff. That would be cool, but I'd like to visit Philadelphia and all those places, but in New York City, of course, and Washington, D.C. I'd love to visit and see if there's anything left to see as far as the history and monuments, and I'd like to see all that kind of stuff. But not someplace I would consider moving into unless somehow I was offered a ridiculous amount of money to do so. And even then, I probably still wouldn't do it. Geez. Sky originally from Massachusetts. I'm originally from Michigan, which is also kind of wacky now, but crazy governor. Michigan's governor is like a freaking tyrant. And I lived in Colorado most of my life, and now I ended up in Nebraska somehow. As far as, well, we have our taxes aren't great here. We pay a lot of property tax, and we have to pay property tax on our cars every year, not just when you buy it, which is kind of crazy. Some states don't have that. But so our taxes on the Challenger and the Tesla every year are pretty extreme. It goes down after, I think, 8 years. You don't have to pay it anymore. But for the first 8 years, you pay the full tax the first year, and then it goes down like 10% each year or something. You can tell it's from Michigan. Probably a little bit of I still have a little bit of the. Sky's got a new video coming out next. Thursday will be up Thursday. Okay. Oh, cool. You got a hold of a police radar unit and was testing it, made a video of it. Sweet. Cool. That'll be interesting. That ought to be a good video. That'll probably get you some views there, man. Oh, cool, Micah. Yeah. My email is in all of my videos in the description. Any of my regular videos, not the live streams, but it's Pjfjunior, junior spelled out like Junior at Google or a Gmail, obviously, gmail.com. So it's Pjf Junior at gmail.com. We have pretty high house taxes, which actually just came up due. So I got to pay. We have to pay those this month. They give you the option to pay, I think, half a year or a year. I think we always just pay the whole year because you save a little bit of money, but it is a chunk of change. Yeah, and if you didn't get that, if you look on any of my videos, go down to the description. I always have that that email's in there. I'd appreciate that. I need some new music, and I'm always, I'll definitely give you credit and all that stuff. Tell me what you want as far as credit on the screen or in the description. If you do send me some music that I can use, make sure you tell me exactly what you want me to say as far as who it belongs to or whatever, who wrote, if you want your name or your company or whatever, just tell me exactly what you want me to put, and I'll put that up on the screen for you or on the description or both. Yeah. I was trying to get a new channel logo, but the person flaked on me. They never did it. I did get my money back. That's what I get for trying to pay, I think, $8 or whatever it was for a new logo. I just thought it would be fun. I thought it's probably going to suck, but it'll be kind of fun to do. And I'll probably do it again here. I may do that after I get up here. I'll go back on there, see if I can find another person that might actually respond and do something after I pay them. And then after I get a new logo, I probably go on Fiverr and have someone do like an animated thing for me, which would be cool for just a short intro. I don't like long intros, maybe just like 3 or 4 second little intro. Eric, you have a 4th acre lot, split level house with 3 bedrooms. You pay, oh man, $6,500 a year, and that's cheap here. I know people paying $10 grand on a townhouse. That's nuts, man. I can't think what ours is. I'd have to go look. It's sitting in the kitchen in an envelope, but it's not that high. But it is high here, and they love to overvalue the houses here too, though. They suddenly decide your house is worth, $21,000 more than it was the year before, which is absolute crap. And every year the legislature, we have a bicameral here where every year they're going to do something about the property tax thing, and they never do. They talk about it every year and nothing ever gets done. They don't want to give that up. At least there's one side that definitely doesn't want to give it up. I think our local tax here just went up too, just for the city. We got like another penny sales tax here, I think, just as of, I think it went into effect already. I can't remember. But people will vote for anything here. We have a small town, and anytime the government here says, oh, we need another this or that for this or that, some stupid thing, everybody just votes for it, it's kind of frustrating. And it's kind of rigged too, because this is a town, the town I live in is mostly senior citizens, and the local government people, they send out people to help the senior citizens vote at the rest homes and the assisted living centers and at their house or whatever. They go there and they help them vote. They bring, which I think they're more than helping them vote. I think they're telling them who to vote for or what to vote for. I think they're actually voting for them. So that's why everything passes that they want to get here. So. And same people get reelected, even though everybody's frustrated with them. They get reelected over and over because they're out helping the seniors vote. Yep. Yeah, you gotta. I think if you can get businesses to come in and not tax the crap out of them, you're going to end up with more tax money. But people can't see past, well, that's a big company, we want to take all their money. No, you want them to hire a bunch of people, so those people spend a lot of money, and so then you get more taxes that way. That's how it should work. But they can't get past like all these places that have like an Amazon distribution center or whatever come in, and they freak out because they get these huge tax breaks. Well, they're getting huge tax breaks because they're going to hire dozens or hundreds or thousands of people, which are going to be having jobs, and they're going to be spending money and buying things, and you're going to get more tax money. But if you don't give them those tax incentives to move there, they're not going to move there, so you're not going to get anything out of it. They just don't get it. Yeah, there's a lot of places like that, Eric. Somebody who's actually honest gets run out of town, and the swamp does not like to be threatened or messed with, or the same old good old boys, good old girls network and swamp and all that stuff. They don't like anybody who wants to shake things up coming around, because they might have to go out and get an actual job then. That would freak them out. They might have to find a way to make money besides taking it from the citizens. I'm thinking about starting a podcast where I can get a little bit more political than I do on here, which sometimes I do on here too, but maybe I should just go ahead and do it here, and screw it. People who don't like it. I mean, it's not like I have 1 million subscribers. I have still not to the 4,000 level. If I lose some, I may gain more than I lose by doing that. I don't know. Although there's so many places to get that kind of stuff, I don't really. It's kind of, there's like 1 billion places to go to hear political commentary and things like that. So I don't know. And I was thinking about doing another thing where I put Kim in a lot of the videos. I'm trying to talk her into doing it. She's not crazy about it, but I want her to maybe on a separate channel, or I was thinking about doing just some other options where I could put her in some of the videos. She doesn't like being on camera very much, but I think she'd get used to it. Nobody likes it at first. I was a little freaked out at first too, but you get used to it. You used to seeing yourself and going, well, that's what I look like. Oh, well. She looks pretty good, so I don't think she needs to worry. But yeah, it's a sad place we've come to where somebody who's actually, good and somewhat honest, or has a different outlook on what, things should be, and they want to shake up the status quo a little bit, gets people just freak out, and the media just freaks out. I've got this new chair that they gave me because it's more comfortable. It is more comfortable, but it's making a weird squeaking sound. Yeah, I think I'll stick with it though. The other one is pretty hard to sit here for very long in the other one. I would like to find a better place to do this live stream from. I'm right up against a wall here. I need to find a different way to do this. Come up with something. I haven't driven my car in a few days. I need to get it out today. Probably do that after I get off here sometime if I don't get called. I also need to go work out. Missed 2 days of that now because I got 2 times I got called out and was out all night. So haven't hit the gym in 2 days. I need to do that. Luckily, it's just downstairs. I want to join my real gym again, but Kim's not crazy about that idea. We've invested a little bit of money in a gym downstairs in the house here, but it's a little bit rinky-dink. I really don't. It's a little frustrating because I don't feel like I can benefit as much as I would like to from the stuff that we have, just because some of it's just. It's like if you said you wanted to, go be a painter, and then someone handed you one of those watercolor sets from Walmart with a little coloring book or something. It's kind of like that. I mean, it is technically a gym, but it's pretty crappy. So it doesn't motivate me a lot, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I used to go to the gym at night. She didn't like that because she didn't like me being out because I would go at night. She was always, women, they think I'm out there at the gym sweating and suffering, and she thinks I'm out partying or chasing women or something. It's like, no, no time for that. Plus, it's expensive. We have a small town. We have one gym, so they charge what they want to charge, and it's like 4 times the amount of gyms in the city. We had a dead battery on the Prius yesterday, and I had to look up on YouTube how to jump that thing, because I wasn't sure if you could even do that on that car, but you can. So I know there's a 12-volt battery in there in the back, and there's a regular battery, but So I was worried about making sure I did it right, because I know there's some things with hybrids and stuff I didn't want to screw it up, but it's pretty straightforward. In the country, don't you just roll a tire end over end? Yeah, actually, that's really good, to tell you the truth. Maybe I should just get a big, huge tractor tire for the backyard. Of course, the neighbors would think I was nuts. They all think I'm nuts anyway, so it doesn't matter. Kind of like when I do videos, you know, Sky, you probably had this experience. I don't know if you, like when you first start making videos in public, I was a little bit self-conscious, but because people were like, what is he doing? Why is he talking to that camera? Or what's he walking around, you know? And a little bit self-conscious. Now I don't care. I'll walk right through wherever, holding the camera up, talking, or, you know, whatever. I don't care anymore. It would be kind of that way if I did a big tire out in the yard. At first, I'd be like, oh, I feel stupid. But after I do it a couple times, like, screw them. I don't care what they think. Yeah, people stare. Even if I'm like, sometimes I'll pull over into a parking lot of a store. We have a big store here that closed. So there's this big open part. I'll do a little bit of the video there. People will be driving by on the road and they'll be looking over like, what's he doing? You know, what's he doing? A lot of people here know I do this, but still get a lot of stares. And why is he talking to the camera? And at car shows, people always get out of the way. Yeah, hopefully they subscribe. It's weird at car shows. People like I'll have the camera with the microphone on it and everything, and I'll be walking and people are like, "Oh, sorry," and they're getting out of the way, and I'm like, "No, just don't mind me. I'm not here to disturb anybody's car show. I just want to. What if you're, you know, unless you know, maybe they don't want to be on there, but it's my responsibility to stay out of the way and get the camera where I need to be. It's not anybody. I don't want anybody getting out of my way." I'd like to own a gym, then I could probably do that all day long. You know, I wondered about that, Sky. I see a lot of Challenger women. I don't know if there's any other car. I see so many women driving Challengers, and you know, on YouTube and on Facebook, and the Challenger pages and stuff on Facebook are, God, there's a lot of women. That's interesting though. It's weird. I think the Challenger is one of those cars that appeals to a lot of different people. Really, Mopars in general, men, women, and pretty much every race and every kind of person and political, whatever. It's like everybody. It's kind of an interesting car. I think more so than Mustangs or Camaros even. Just for whatever reason, the Mopars got a universal appeal. Eric, take care, man. Thanks for coming in, and hello to everybody up there in New Jersey. Tell everybody up there, tell all the 20 billion people up there that Joeysixtysix said hi. Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. If you ever get down this way to Nebraska area, let me know. Take care, man. I do like living out in the rural more area, though. It is nice. Big open highways, not a lot of traffic. Not as many crazy rules and laws. You can kind of do what you want here. Not totally, obviously, but I have had the police here for the loudness of the car a couple times, but nothing major, you know. For some reason, I've been watching House Hunters on Hulu, and some of these towns where they have some of these areas and neighborhoods where they have these HOAs and stuff. It's kind of crazy. There's no way I could do that, where there's like these houses that are, you know, you can't park in your driveway. You have to have the car in the garage. You can't leave the garage open. You're not supposed to park on the street. It's crazy. I was like, there's no way. Can't work on your car. Can't have a flag. Stuff, stupid shit like that. Couldn't do it. I'd be one of those guys you see on TV in trouble with the HOA. I don't know if we still do here in town or not, but for a couple of years there, they were hiring an outside company to drive around town and take pictures of people's houses that needed to, you know, fix stuff or whatever. It was kind of great. Got a lot of people up in arms. They took pictures of people who left their garage doors open. They took pictures of trees that they thought might need to be cut down. And you get a little ticket in the mail telling you what you had to fix on your property, or you might be declared a nuisance property. And they told me that one of my trees, this was at the house I lived before this one, they told me one of my trees needed to be cut down. And so I called the number that, and they took a picture of it and sent it to me and said that I had to cut the tree down. Anyway, I called them and I said, so who says well, the lady that drives around and takes the pictures. I said, was she a certified arborist or something? Or does she have some kind of authority on trees? She knows, and they said, well, no. But if you want to have like a certified arborist or whatever say that the tree's okay, then you don't have to cut it down. I said, well, no, I don't think that's how this should work. I think if you want me to cut the tree down, you have to be the one to prove that there's something wrong with the tree. And then they backed off and they never bothered me anymore. They also, I was having a yard sale the day she was driving by our house, and she took pictures of my yard sale, and I got a picture of my yard sale with a note saying that I couldn't store stuff out there on my yard like that. I was having a yard sale. There was yard sale signs, and it was obviously a yard sale. And she took a picture of it and said that I couldn't store my stuff out on the yard like that. That's the mentality of this person that I think the mayor got a thing too, saying she couldn't leave her garage door open. It was pretty bad. The store I worked at the time is a grocery store. We had some pallets neatly stacked up behind the store, and we got a picture of those pallets saying you can't have those. Well, we're running a grocery store, so anybody who's run any kind of store or business, you know that you're going to have pallets, and you're going to have pallets stacked up outside. That's how you get your stuff. It's crazy. I would like to get in the gated community, but I have a feeling I wouldn't be a popular guy in the gated community because I'm loud. And I mean, I'm not like obnoxiously loud, but car's loud. And I'm not even sure what I want, to tell you the truth. I know I want a bigger garage and no rules. Like, even if I had like my option to do whatever I wanted right now, I'm not even sure what I would do. I don't mind where I'm at, other than the garage situation kind of sucks, and the town is really, there's just nothing to do here. But like I said, it has its good points as well. Being out in the middle of nowhere can be kind of nice a lot of the time. The problems come when you want to do something interesting. You're a million miles from everything. When you need to get certain things you just can't buy here, you either have to order them or drive 65 or maybe even farther, depending on what you need. You may have to go 80 or 90 miles to get it. And because we're 65 miles from like regular stores like Walmart and all that. We're 85 or 90 miles from any kind of a mall. And other than that, we just, we order a lot of stuff. So a lot of FedEx and UPS trucks driving around, because they're out in these small communities like this where you're so far from everything. Nowadays, you order a lot of stuff. We do have a grocery store here in town, but it's, it's small, and it's not bad for the size of town we live in. It's actually pretty good. I used to work there for like 8 years. But it's a good store for, especially considering the size of the town, and it brings in people from all the other small towns around here too, because it's the only one. Yeah, pool hall, tattoo shop, strip club. No, wait, I can't do a strip club. I get divorced. I'm not married, but I used to want to do like I used to ride motorcycles all the time, and I got rid of my last motorcycle. I may get another one, but I want to do like a kind of a pool hall, bar, motorcycle place with the tattoo shop in part of it, and that whole deal. I thought that would be kind of cool, but We have a cheese factory here in town that's closed down. Could turn it into a hemp cheese factory. And we got plenty of hemp. We got hemp everywhere. We got a bunch in the backyard. I should take some photos of it for you guys. Of course, then people think I'm growing something weird in my backyard, but it just grows there naturally. Actually, getting pretty high. I need to go pull it. I pulled some of it. I like to pull it all up and let it dry out, and then I burn it in our outdoor fireplace out front, so the whole neighborhood smells like it. I've had 4 tomato plants. One of them didn't make it, but I got 3 big old tomato plants. They're growing like crazy. I got some Anaheim peppers, but that's the extent of the garden. Well, we have some pumpkins that we didn't even mean to plant, but we accidentally have pumpkins, so we're keeping them. Last year when last fall after Halloween and all that, we had some pumpkins, and I just tossed them out into the garden area, and now we have a big pumpkin patch out there. So all the seeds, I guess. So anyway, we're gonna see what we get. We might have pumpkins this year. That'd be kind of cool. Didn't realize what it was at first, and then I realized I think that's where I put those pumpkins in. And so I looked, and sure enough, that's what it is. And we'll see. Might have a few pumpkins. I've been watering them now that I realized that what that was. I started watering them. Need to purge here. Wifey wants to get started in the buying a new house process. I just hate moving. I wish I was wealthy enough to just, get a new place and have somebody just bring all my crap. I hate moving. I will stay someplace that I don't want to be just because I hate moving. Moving is probably the most stressful, weirdest, biggest pain in the butt thing that there is to me. I hate it. It's nice once you're done, but I hate moving. It's a pain in the ass. I hate when people ask me to help them move too. It's like, oh, okay, I'll do it. As long as they're ready. I hate when I go to help someone move and they're not ready to move yet. I still have to disassemble stuff and empty an aquarium or water bed or something. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I thought we just had to lift this stuff up and get it out of here. I didn't know we had to disassemble and drain things and catch fish. We were looking at what do you call it? Sleep number beds yesterday. Thinking about that. They're expensive, but we might do that. We need something to do something with the bed. And then we were talking about back in the day with everybody having water beds, and you just really can't find. We started looking around, and you can't even hardly buy a water bed anymore. There's like nothing out there. Not that I necessarily want one, but we were just kind of talking about that and started looking out of curiosity. And it's like that is definitely a thing of the past. It'll probably come back at some point, though. That's one of the things about moving that was a pain back in the day. If anybody had a waterbed, draining that damn thing, pain in the butt. I should do that. I've been thinking about doing a call-in thing. I should really get on that. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. I was thinking about that just today, as a matter of fact, and last night when I was driving. I want to do some different stuff, get some things going and change things up, because obviously, like, my stuff isn't getting huge. It's just kind of stagnating where it's at. So I can't really do anything to really hurt it at this point. I have a friend who also is talking about doing a podcast, and she's a similar thoughts to mine, as a matter, pretty much when it comes to that kind of stuff, as far as politics and stuff. So I might do that. Think about seeing if she wanted to do something or be a guest on each other's or something. I don't know. I don't know if she's doing it. She was talking about doing it. She may actually be already doing it. I needed to find out. As a matter of fact, I saw her the other day shopping, and we were shopping for fireworks, and so was she. And I just said hi to her. I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I didn't do any fireworks this year. I usually go crazy and buy a ton of fireworks. I got my daughter some this year. She bought some of her own. I got her some, and it was fun, but didn't buy any. Usually I go crazy buying fireworks and spend way too much money and have a crappy, horrible mess to clean up when we're done. All the neighbors were doing it this year, so I just kind of got to watch some of theirs. We had a pretty good city fireworks show as well. Has anybody seen that new social media site? Scott, you got a phone call? Parler, Parler. Should check that out. I just got on there yesterday. It's like a Twitter type thing, only it's not censored. People can post any political views or whatever they feel like on there without being called hate speech or being brought down. So I would suggest getting on Parler. I'll probably put that on one of my videos as well, but it'll be 45 minutes. Probably get ready to wrap this up. It looks like we've lost most of the people anyways. Only a couple, two or three left. Someone's coming in and out. But it's been good talking to you guys, and I think I want to get some video out. I really need to make some regular videos. So hopefully do that. I'm just not overwhelmed with ideas at the moment. I've been working so much that I just have kind of, I got to get my get back into that mode of making videos again. I made a couple last week, so at least I'm not too far behind. But I like to try to make 4 or 5 a week, but I only made like 2 last week. So what is it, Tuesday, and I haven't made any yet. So we got to get on that. Anyway, guys, I will talk to everybody later. This is Joeysixtysix, and I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for supporting the channel. Please subscribe and all that good stuff. You already know all the stuff that everybody's supposed to say when they end the video. So just do all that if you would, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Joeysixtysix, and I'm out of here. Take care, Sky. Take care, everybody.